New summer stimulus checks are being distributed, and these checks range from $675 to even $1,000. Many homeowners and taxpayers will qualify to get this check, and now stimulus checks have become a significant part of the American economy, providing financial support to individuals and families during times of economic uncertainty. But as summer countries continue to rise, some states in the United States are continuing to provide financial boosts to the economy, providing relief to the residents by issuing additional rebate checks. Some checks will be sent out this fall, and some others will not. Montana homeowners, for instance, can file their claim for this year's property tax for up to starting in August. The rebates are available after the governor signed a bill law which provides a property tax rebate of up to $675. It's for Montana homeowners at their primary residence. And beginning August 15th, officials say you can go online to claim a refund. Claims must be filed by October 1st, and each rebate is $675 or an amount not to exceed the property taxes on a Montana residence for each year. Rebates only paid to available taxpayers and paid Montana property taxes on the principal residence in each year. According to the Department of Revenue, to qualify during each year, you must have owned a Montana residence for at least 7 months. Lived in the Montana residence for at least 7 months and paid property taxes as well. To pay property taxes, the governor also emphasized the need for long-term reforms. He stated, while our property tax rebate will help these two next years, we must make a significant reform to provide homeowners with significant long-term tax relief. These property tax rebates are in addition to the income tax rebates that Montana has already begun distributing this month. The Montana Department of Revenue says there are issuing rebates of 2021 individual income taxes to over 530,000 qualifying taxpayers. The department anticipates distributing most rebates by August 31st, and taxpayers don't even need to apply for the rebate. Money will be directly deposited into the bank, or a check will be sent depending on how the individuals file their latest income tax. The individual income tax rebate is a result of the legislature providing House Bill 192 during the 2023 legislative session, which set aside $500 million of the surplus just to provide some income tax rebate. Federal lawmakers have introduced a bill that would give consumers a tax break on the purchase of a new EV bike. The electrical bike incentive kickstart is for the environment. It will give a tax credit amounting to 30% of an electrical bike price, kept at $1,500. McCarthy told Fox, "It's back if we go to 2022 levels. There was the spending just 2 or 3 weeks ago. That's not cutting defense by $75 billion. So, the speaker also noted that every single level of the government should be looking at ways to spend less taxpayer money, but Kevin McCarthy remains timid as tensions grow within the White House GOP over possible reductions to defense spending as a result of the deal McCarthy reportedly struck in his bid to secure the speakership. Now, to cap discretionary spending in the fiscal year 2022, that would effectively cut $75 billion, everybody. $75 billion from the $900 billion of defense spending that the Democrats have and that the Democrats want. The Republican House majority also passed its first bill this week in an effort to revoke a boost in spending for the IRS. McCarthy announced that it was the first order of business because government should work for you, not against you. The bill passed a 221 to 210 vote along the party lines. It would rescind the budget increase of $80 billion given to the IRS earlier this year for the IRA. So now, however, the Biden administration has also threatened to make some big changes. And this is what I'm talking about. With Congress divided between Republican-led House and Democratic-held Senate, the policy priorities of either party may pass in a single chamber, but are unlikely to succeed in both. Partisan measures, therefore, have standing a little chance of becoming law, and the current Congress does not expect to pass a bill, major one that is, that advances the partisan platforms of Republicans or Democrats. Some analysts have worried that Republicans infighting in the recent rules package are a sign of more alarming things to come. They fear that the House may not be able to approve a must-pass bill, including government budgets and bills to raise debt ceiling. Congress holds the purse strings. It allocates the funds to federal agencies and programs, folks. And appropriations bills are passed periodically through Congress. But when it runs out, things are done. It's over for them. I do want to say that the Congress holds and last year that needed to approve an increase in the government borrowing power known as the debt ceiling. This means that Democrats warned that if the Republican-held House plays politics too much with the issue, it could lead to a disastrous consequence for the U.S. and the economy. And now, our state is on the track to reach a debt ceiling on January 19th, unless Congress does something. In the past, Congress has avoided this raising debt limit, but House Republicans say they will not support another increase unless they get spending cuts or other concessions. Defaulting on the debt would be a first